So, have you ever stepped on the Healy seal?
No, I have not.
No, I haven't.
No, absolutely not.
I have never stepped on the Healy seal.
At Georgetown University, we have a tradition. Do not step on the seal that is found on the landing outside of one of the entrances of Healy Hall. The superstition is that if you step on it and are applying to Georgetown, you won't get in. If you are a student, you won't graduate in 4 years, and if you are a parent hoping to send your child to Georgetown, you won't get your preferred financial aid package. Almost no students truly believe in this superstition, so why do students still walk around the seal even if no one is watching? Applying the theories of Emile Durkheim to this practice of avoiding the seal helps us understand that Georgetown students walk around the seal in order to feel part of the community and define who is in and who is out of the group. This learned practice also becomes internalized as part of Georgetown students' mental structures. Emile Durkheim, in his 1912 book, The Elementary Forms of Religious Life, stated society cannot make its influence felt unless it is in action, and it is not in action unless the individuals who compose it are assembled together and act in common. It is by common action that it takes consciousness of itself and realizes its position. It is before all else an active cooperation. Several students explained to me that they don't step on the seal because it helps them feel connected to the larger Georgetown community.
I think a lot of people kind of feel a little bit the way I do about showing buy into the community and kind of doing something that everyone is, like the entire school kind of does.
I believe that the superstition isn't true. It's like, I don't really believe in superstitions, but I still don't step on the seal because it's kind of a part of our community and culture. It's just a thing you don't do.
These students stated that even though the ritual itself is not significant to them, they still engage in it because it is a way to affirm their position as a member of the community. Durkheim also stated collective sentiments can become conscious of themselves only by fixing themselves upon external objects. The Georgetown community uses the action of avoiding the Healy seal as an external object to which we affix our collective sentiment of being a community. Many students first learn of the tradition on their campus tour before applying or as part of new student orientation.
I think I was on a tour.
My blue and gray tour when I was a prospective student.
I think my OA told me.
Clearly, learning about the tradition of the Georgetown seal is an important part of learning about Georgetown. Let's watch a tour guide explain the myth of the seal to a tour group.
It's important to say that there's going to be a Georgetown seal right outside. It's absolutely vital that nobody steps on it, and I'll explain why outside, but you've been warned. We've been through a lot together. I feel like we've built a sense of trust. Did anyone step on the seal? You can feel free to say. I didn't see it. Nothing happened. Don't worry. Well, the reason we wouldn't want to do it, if you're a prospective student and you stepped on it, I'm sorry, the gates are over there. It's not going to work. Oh well, maybe next year. Well, I'm sorry. It's the rules. However, but I didn't see it. Nothing happened. So I'm a continuing student, and I still don't step on it, largely because if I was to, I would not graduate in 4 years. I don't want to pay for another year, so avoiding that. But parents, it's actually the most vital that you don't step on it, because if you do, you will not get the financial aid package that you're looking for. So which one's really worse? I don't know.
We find it important to pass this information along to prospective students. By learning this ritual, the new students become initiated into our community and can imagine themselves as more of a Georgetown student. As one student puts it,
It boils down to becoming a part of the community by learning the ways of the community, so you can point out the outsiders. Like when you see somebody step on the seal, you know that that person is not a Georgetown student.
Durkheim stated, a man who has a veritable faith feels an invincible need of spreading it. Therefore, he leaves his isolation, approaches others, and seeks to convince them, and it is the ardor of the convictions which he arouses that strengthen his own. Sharing this tradition with new students makes the importance of this tradition even more apparent to current students, therefore strengthening the community-building effect of walking around the Healy seal. Some students could not explain why they didn't step on the seal. They were aware of the ritual but didn't believe in it and avoided the seal anyway.
I actually don't know because I don't really care about Georgetown that much, and I don't really believe in the theory behind why you shouldn't step on it. I just don't step on it most of the time because I don't know, that's what people do.
I guess I don't know.
I actually don't know. Just because everyone else does it, I just don't step on it.
Durkheim believed that we create mental categories that become internalized. Though students might not be able to articulate it, they have still internalized the behavior of walking around the seal, and this behavior connects them to the larger Georgetown community. Overall, Georgetown students avoid stepping on the Healy seal because this collective action brings us closer together as a community. In order to become initiated into the community, you must understand the ritual, and then it becomes an internalized action that students engage in collectively, thus bringing us even closer together.